While the labels are a more modern creation, gender has always been a spectrum more fluid than the tears I cry while watching TV. History has always been abundant with people who have played hopscotch inside and out of those gender boxes. So hi, I'm Sabrina, and here's the thing. Let's start off with Britta Hagberg. Britta and her husband Anders were happily married until Anders was called to serve in the war. After not receiving any word from her husband, Britta was done with waiting. So in order to reunite with her true love, she took the most reasonable course of action. She dressed up as a man, called herself Peter Hagberg, and joined the military. The trifecta. While she was serving on a ship, Admiral von Stedding called out for a Hagberg, and as luck would have it, two stepped forward. Peter, or Britta, and Anders. The two decided to keep her gender a secret to stay together because in fact, women were officially barred from joining the military. But eventually, while tending to her wounds, Britta's gender was discovered. But not before she participated in 2 battles and earned herself a medal for bravery. Thus, she retired with a pension, and when she died, she was given a military burial. Someone in a slightly less happy marriage, though, is Hannah Snell. She was married to a guy named James Sums. While pregnant with their child, her baby daddy ran away, and Hannah gave birth to their daughter, who tragically did not live very long. But with nothing to tie her down, she decided that it was time to hunt for her missing man. But to catch a man, you must think like a man. So she borrowed one of her husband's brother's suits and assumed his identity, and thus Hannah Snell became James Gray. The hunt didn't last very long though, because she soon discovered that her husband had been executed for murder. He was not a good guy. But instead of settling back down and becoming a woman once more, she decided to join the Marines. She was just as good as the other soldiers. She drank with them, she fought with them, she once even had to treat her own wounds to avoid revealing her sex. And in 1750, in a pub, she decided to tell her shipmates the truth. She was a she. They thought that it was awesome and convinced her to make the news public. She published her story, took to the stage, and was honorably discharged with a pension. And then she got married and had 2 children. However, quite possibly the coolest person on this list is Chevalier Dale. You see, Dale lived half of her life as a man despite claiming to be assigned female at birth. This was because her father could only inherit money if he had a son. While presenting as a man, Dale excelled in academics. She built a career in law and administration before eventually turning to espionage. She became a part of the secret of the king. She crisscrossed Europe, sometimes as an ambassador, sometimes as a spy, sometimes as herself, and sometimes in disguise. It was all going great until Comte de Guerchy came around. Guerchy? And Dayon was going to become his secretary. Just demoted. Of all the people to disrespect, the one that you should not pick under any circumstance is the one with multiple national secrets. Dayon started threatening to spill some serious tea until France finally was just like, okay, this has gotta stop. What's it gonna take? So she returned to France under 2 conditions. 1, she give up those national secrets. And 2, she dressed exclusively in women's clothing using a wardrobe funded by King Louis XVI of France. These women, whether it be through birth or identification, broke boundaries like it was nobody's business. They proved that you could be a total badass no matter who you are, and that you can totally blackmail a king into a shopping spree. I've been Sabrina, and that was a thing.